She's like, why the hell are you looking at me?
Who, May?
How, May?
Who, May? Welcome back to Eating Good, everyone. And to all my Spanish speakers, comiendo bien. Is that what it would translate to?
Yeah.
Comiendo bien or comiendo rico?
That sounds cuter.
Uh-huh. Welcome back, guys. My name is Marisol.
I'm Oscar.
And I'm Sam.
And this is episode 8?
Like 10. I think
This
this
is
is episode 10.
And welcome back to episode 10. Thanks for everyone who has been listening since episode 1.
The
You guys
big
are
1-0.
This is a podcast where we pretty much try new places around Columbus, Ohio, and then talk about them and rate the food that we get, as well as just talk about like stuff that's happening in our life.
Or whatever fun topic you think of. I just spilled
She's
my energy
struggling
drink.
over there.
It's because I'm trying to make myself
Oh
cozy.
my gosh. Well, that's why I said, is everyone ready? And you said yes.
Well,
You
thought I
obviously
was.
weren't.
And then I was like, I'm not cozy enough. Let me grab another pillow. And then the pillow spilled my drink. And now it's wet over here. But I don't have any napkins. And I don't want to go find
There's
any.
a blanket.
I want to use the blanket.
We could
Okay,
wash
well,
We could just leave. It'll dry up.
okay. I'm so glad you said that because last week I dropped some over here.
You didn't say anything.
I didn't have any napkins.
But you didn't even mention that you spilled it.
I made the executive decision that nothing was going to be able to happen at that moment.
Okay, I guess that's exactly how I feel right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, it is really wet though. Oh no, I put my hand in it. It's gonna be sticky.
Why would you put your hand in it?
I was trying to find where it was.
Samantha.
She's licking it.
I don't want my hand to be sticky. Did I bring up my hand sanitizer? No. I did not.
This place is going to be all sticky by the end of the year.
Okay, mine wasn't sticky. Mine was just milk.
Wait, what?
Who were drinking milk up
And
here?
it dried up.
You were drinking milk up here?
It was my protein shake.
That's even worse because milk will smell bad.
Yeah. It doesn't. It's fine. It wasn't that much.
Wow.
We'll have to check later.
That was a secret you were gonna take to your grave, huh?
Yeah, actually it was. But then you said that. Then that happened to you and you were like, I'll just let it dry up. It's no big deal. And I was like, okay, let me share my story. But yeah, I did hide it.
Yeah, you told us.
So is that blanket already dirty?
No, because I made sure it wasn't touching it. I just kind of did it like
You just
that.
blocked it off.
Yeah.
Okay, where were we?
Also, we forgot to mention that David's not here.
Yeah. It just felt so natural.
Also, we are missing a person today. Unfortunately, David passed.
Wait, why was I
Gas.
thinking of the same exact thing?
Unfortunately-
David passed to California.
Unfortunately, David passed last week and flew out to California. He's on a little family vacation, so we recorded a podcast without him, which is fine.
Rest his soul.
Rest his soul.
We did ask him. We got permission that if it
Yeah,
would be okay.
he's fine with it.
So
He's fine with it, but he's not fine with it because let's be honest, he's gonna be sad that we went to get Indian food without him. But it's
he'll
fine.
be all right.
He'll survive though.
I think once he hears our rave reviews,
It's
about
like he'll
it,
be
he'll
there.
be like, "Dang, I missed out."
But yeah, David's not here today.
He won't even notice. He's not going to hear this episode.
That's true because he never listens to our episodes. David, if you listen to this, I will give you $5. But
David-
you have to tell me you listen to this.
Yeah, we'll put a secret word right now. Potatoes.
That's not good of a word. It should
Okay.
be something more.
Lahayim?
No, let's make it
Sasquatch.
triathlon.
Okay.
Triathlon.
If you get back to Sam with the word triathlon,
I'll give you $5.
$5.
But we'll see. Maybe that'll happen. Never, probably. Actually, I don't think he's gonna listen.
It's like 3 years later. Hey, Sam, you want to run a triathlon? I heard the podcast.
I finally heard the podcast 3 years later.
Okay, what were we talking about? Today we went to, what is it? Haveli Bistro. Why am I saying it like
Yeah, well, I don't know why you said it like that.
Haveli.
Today we went to Haveli Bistro. It's an Indian restaurant, and Oscar here, my main man, we'll talk a little bit about it more.
No, I wrote the summary.
Oh, never mind.
Off to you, Sam.
And Sam will explain a little bit about what kind of restaurant it is.
How come I didn't get as good of an intro as Oscar? You said Oscar, my main man. He's like
Oscar,
Sam over
my
here.
homegirl. I mean, and okay, let me redo all of that. Today we went to Haveli Bistro, which is an Indian restaurant, and Sam's gonna take it away. My homegirl.
Ew. This sounds so dumb.
What do you want to be called then?
Anyways, we went to Haveli Bistro, which serves both food from northern and southern Indian cuisines, including northern breads like naan and southern rice specialties like biryani. They also make ethnic Indian food more approachable for those who are not familiar with the cuisine or are wary of it because of its spicy reputation. That's from their website.
Spicy reputation.
So they want to know they're friendly to all people of all spice tolerances.
Yeah.
They don't discriminate.
Which I'm thankful for because I don't enjoy spicy food very much. So I was getting the least spicy option every time.
No, I enjoy spicy food. However, I think Indian spice is like a whole nother level. And my spicy tolerance is very low. I agree. But I still like a little bit of spicy. Just not like...
No, it's fine if it's tolerable. And I feel like me and you both don't tolerate a very high spice level.
This is true.
See, I feel like there's a lot of spicy Indian food options, but Indian food tends to not really be spicy.
What?
Like like they have a lot of like curries and sauces, but it's not necessarily spicy. Like unless you're getting like a spicy dish that's specifically meant to be spicy, their cuisine tends to be a lot more tame. Like if you get like Nepali food or Thai food, like they have more spicy dishes when you compare it to like Indian food. I think it's just because they have that reputation of spices. It's like it's gonna be spicy.
Yeah, I've always thought of it as spicy.
So let's talk about what we got. So this place serves like family style. So it's just like a lot of food. So for the appetizers, we got the chicken pakora, which is a deep fried marinated diced chicken flavored with cracked peppercorn.
Honestly, it was nuggets. I loved it. It
Yeah,
was
it
nuggets
was like
with
chicken
spices.
nuggets.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah, the sauce that they gave us was
Yeah,
good.
what was that sauce?
Do
we know?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was trying to think of what it was. It had like a dark brown green color.
Yeah. Oscar knows the most about Indian food. This is
Why, Oscar? Tell us why.
My
I am
girlfriend's
Indian.
and all of his friends in college were Indian. Not all of them. A lot of his friends in college were Indian.
Yeah, I had a lot of Indian friends in college, so I would try out their food. It was good. The funny thing is I never tried Indian food until I was in college.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I feel like there's not even a ton of Indian food places near our hometown, so.
This
was
is
never
actually
exposed.
my first like Indian restaurant. Like this is my first time ever trying Indian food. Actually, I had it in the food truck once before, but I honestly wouldn't count that as a like trying Indian cuisine.
Yeah. I think I've been to like an Indian restaurant once before, and I've had it from like food truck type places too. But this was like the first, I feel like, proper meal that I had.
Like sit down.
So yeah, the appetizer, it was kind of like nuggets, but had a good amount of meat.
Yeah. I would say without the sauce, I would have been like, whatever. But with the sauce, I was like, this is pretty good.
Yeah. Without the sauce, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. With the sauce, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I would even give it lower without the sauce.
Yeah.
I'd be like 5 out of 10 without the sauce, and then a 7 out of 10 with the sauce. I think I wanted even more sauce so I could coat it more.
Yeah.
But I was like trying to not use it all because we were all sharing.
But it was a lot of chicken for...
It was a lot of chicken, yeah.
It was a lot of chicken for like it being an appetizer, and we were only 3 people, so
Yeah.
So we also got a chicken tikka masala, which is a boneless marinated chicken chunks in creamy spice curry sauce. I got a chicken chili masala because that one we got it spicy. The chicken tikka masala, 1 out of 5 spice level. But the chicken chili
1 out of 5 spice level, and you picked number 5.
Yeah.
you monster.
For the chicken chili, I got a 5 out of 5. Which is a chicken cooked with masala made from curry leaves, onions, coriander, and green chilies. And then we also got some butter naan, and We got the goat fried biryani, which is a saffron flavored basmati rice dish cooked with goat cubes, cooked with exotic spices. So, if you don't know what a biryani is, it's a rice dish that is usually mixed with something else, like a meat or like a non-veg option, like potatoes. But yeah, everything besides the chicken chili, we got a 1 out of 5 spice level.
Because we're babies.
Yeah. Because I'm a baby.
I'm baby.
Goo goo.
Papa.
That was cringe.
So,
Please delete that.
Marisol, since this being your first time at an Indian restaurant, what did you think of the overall meal?
Well, the one that I chose was tikka masala. I mean, we all had some of like all the plates that we ordered, but I specifically wanted to try the tikka masala, and I got chicken tikka masala, and honestly, I thought it was delicious. It was so good. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. It was really creamy, and they also had this other sauce that I liked putting it on top. I don't know what the sauce was. It was
like the peanut sauce.
It was like a peanut sauce, yeah. The chicken was great. The sauce itself was like really creamy, and it tasted like tomatoey. But it was really good. I give my plate a 10 out of 10. The other stuff too, the plate that you got, Oscar, the level 5 spicy, I was scared to try it because I was just scared of like 5 out of 5 in an Indian restaurant. Like that's intimidating. I did try it a little bit, and it's kind of one of those spices where like you start feeling it later. And then the biryani, I thought that was good too. I don't know. I guess I'm just the type of person that I like a sauce with my food. I would give the biryani probably like, it was still really good. I would give it like an 8 out of 10. And your plate, I didn't really I didn't eat it that much, so I can't really rate it. It'd be a bias. But with the bread was good. Honestly, I should have gotten my own portion.
You would have eaten 4 pieces of naan.
I could have totally eaten 4 pieces of naan. It was so good. It was delicious. It was like butter and garlic. Was there garlic?
No, we only got the butter naan. We didn't get the garlic one.
Well, imagine the garlic one. It would have been gone in seconds. But the bread itself, I give it a 10 out of 10. Overall, it was so good. I'm definitely going back.
I really liked that when we walked in, everyone there was Indian. So I was like, I know this place is about a bus because...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I thought about that, too. I'm like, if like, Indian people come here and bring their families, like, you know it's good.
There was, like, multiple Indian families or, like, couples.
Absolutely. I thought that, too. That's a good observation.
So I was like, this is about to be really, really good and
Poppin',
authentic.
bussin'.
I guess I can go into my ratings. For the chicken tikka masala, it was really good. Like, the sauce definitely made it. I would probably give it an 8 out of 10. But I actually liked the goat biryani better. The goat was so, so good. Like, it was so, like, flavorful and tender. And I liked it better than, like, the chicken. So, the chicken... like, the texture of it was, like, almost, I don't know, just not as good as the goat. So I would give the goat biryani a 9 out of 10. I do, like the sauciness of the tikka masala, though, so I think when I mixed them together, it was, like, the best bite to get the rice from the biryani with a piece of goat and some of that tikka masala sauce just all mixed together. But, yeah, that's what I thought. I also tasted Oscar's dish, and I just had a tiny bite, so... I don't think that was enough to give it a rating.
Yeah, the reason I recommended the goat biryani is because I feel like a lot of times people don't like to eat goat because it's very gamey. And I know in a biryani, they're usually not gamey because it's all like cooked together. And so the goat tends to come out like tender but flavorful and not gamey. So I'm glad that you guys liked it.
Yeah, when you guys ordered goat, I was like, I feel like I won't like it because I normally don't like goat. But I can't. I didn't taste gamey. Is that what you're saying?
Gamey.
It didn't taste gamey, so I liked it.
I'd probably give this goat biryani an 8 out of 10. It was good, but I've definitely had biryanis at other places that I've liked more. Just because, like, I mean, I think it could have used a little more salt, but we didn't have any salt on our table.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, but no, it was still really good. For my chicken chili masala, I would probably give that an 8.5 out of 10. It was definitely a different type of curry because I felt like it was a little more tomatoey, because it was like a deep red. And the chilies that were in it were really spicy. Like, I had to like pause and like eat other things every now and then because I'm like, oh, this is a little too spicy. But overall, it was really good.
So we agree. We would all come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Actually, and it's your guys' first time there. It was not my first time there. It's probably like my 5th or 6th time there.
Oscar's a regular.
They know him by name.
And also the inside was like really fancy. It is located downtown, so that makes sense. But it was like decently priced for how like fancy the decor was.
Yeah.
Our bill was over $100 though.
I was just thinking about that now. I was like, man, we actually spent a lot of money. Like per person.
Yeah,
but it was good food. And we had a lot of leftover too.
Yeah, no, like at least 2 or maybe even 3 full meals left over.
Mhm.
So yeah, we ordered a lot.
Which we'll probably go back to here shortly.
If you hear some munching, it's because we broke out the rest of the leftovers. But yeah, don't worry. I'll be sending you a Venmo request for the.
I thought it was your treat.
It's all on Sam.
Excuse me.
Can we put it on the corporate card?
No, it's not how it works.
Fine.
Well, yeah, that was our experience. But let's get into some fun topics. So, Marisol and I had a very interesting weekend, and
Rough.
we're not going to go
Sounded
into all
fun.
the. No,
Yeah, yeah.
it wasn't rough.
It wasn't. It was fun.
It was fun. It was a little unhinged. I think that's probably the best word.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into all the details, but it did just bring up some interesting topics that we thought would be fun to talk about. Let's start off easy.
Okay.
What's your go-to drink when you go out like drinking with your friends, and why?
Okay. My go-to drink since college and up until today, it's always been rum and Coke. But now it's transitioned to rum and Diet Coke.
Okay,
which not many people like, but I don't know. I just feel like it's easy to drink. I feel like seltzers like make me full really easily, and they make me burpy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's like rum and Coke is like a perfect like drink to just have throughout the night.
No, yeah, it's a safe choice.
It's a safe choice for sure. And like, I don't know, I feel like I don't really experience any drinks. Like, I really wouldn't know what to order. And I don't like vodka, and I feel like a lot of girl drinks include vodka. And just like one fact about me, vodka gives me really bad hangovers. I don't know why.
So why do you go with Diet Coke instead of just
She's
regular
a
Coke?
skinny queen.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can't look like this
On regular Coke.
on regular Coke.
You're so annoying.
Yeah, because my go-to drink is also a rum and Coke. If I don't know what to get, I'm like, it's a safe choice. I know I like it. I think,
Yeah, they're not going to mess it up.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a lie. One time, me and Marisol went out, and we got our go-to drinks, and they did mess them up. Because I normally get a vodka drink, and she gets a rum drink, and they, like, put the wrong mixers in our cups.
Yeah.
So I was...
Gross.
You were
Vodka
drinking...
Coke?
Yeah,
Sounds
I
terrible.
think I was-
it really was.
She
like
was
that.
drinking a vodka Coke, and I was drinking a rum and tonic. And it was terrible.
Those both sound terrible.
Yeah. So they can mess it up, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah.
The place they messed it up at was like a Mexican club, or it was a Spanish club. So I think they're used to serving margaritas and Modelos and not making like well drinks like that. So anyways, well, I guess that kind of goes into mine. Go-to is the vodka tonic with a lime wedge. That's very crucial because then you can squeeze it in and get a little bit of that flavor. But I like it because it's very neutral. It's not too sugary, but tonic does have a little bit of a sweet flavor. So it's not like a vodka soda that just tastes like straight vodka.
Ugh.
I wish they put a lime on rum and Cokes.
They normally do, but I feel like as the night, like as it gets later,
As
As
the
it
night
gets more
progresses.
later and more
as it more
chaotic
gets
in
later
bars.
and chaotic, they forget to put the lime on my rum and Coke. But in the beginning, they always give me a lime.
Yeah. If they forget a lime, I usually will wait until they come back and be like, can I get a lime? Like, I ask for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because otherwise, if I'm not getting that, I'm just getting whatever beer special they have that night.
Yeah, and I'm not a beer drinker either, so my drinks are like limited.
Yeah.
But I like rum and Coke.
You know what you like.
Yeah, I know what I like.
I will say lately, if I feel like I'm drinking too much too quickly, I will shift down to like a seltzer for a little bit of the night and then maybe switch back to a vodka tonic instead of just getting like 5 or 6 vodka tonics. And I think it's been helping reduce my hangovers.
So, let me ask you guys, do you ever drink water when you're out?
When I'm feeling like sick, I can like we know like to ask for
Really
water.
only when I'm feeling sick, which isn't often. So that's like I should drink water. I should consciously drink water more when I go out, and I think that would also prevent hangovers. But I never think of it because I'm already drinking so many liquids. So this would be like another liquid. I don't know.
See, because I drink a lot of water no matter how much alcohol I'm drinking. Like if I'm having 2 drinks, I'm probably having like 2 cups of water. If I'm having like 4 or 5 drinks, I'm probably having the same amount of water.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I've never noticed you drinking water when we go out.
I've never noticed you like drinking water, prioritizing your water intake.
No, I usually do it like if I walk to the bar to get a drink and I see the water nearby, I'll get a cup of water, chug it.
Oh, you'll
and then
chug
keep going.
it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
usually chug it because I don't want to hold the water.
That's why we never see it.
Okay.
See, that's the thing, because I don't want to hold the water. I'm already holding my drink.
You should just get a water pack.
And take it
carry
to
it
the
with you.
bars.
Yeah, and
That's
then you
extra
can.
weight.
I have one. We could take
We
it.
could do that, but we never
Well,
drink water.
it won't go with my outfit.
Yeah.
I'm always wearing crop tops.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oscar's always wearing crop tops too. He can't
Right.
wear a hydro pack.
I
Ruins
never
the
wear
fit.
crop tops.
Sure.
You're wearing one right now.
No, it's not a crop top. This is a sweater. Are you crazy?
Yeah, but it's cropped. I can see you.
Well,
Yeah, that is a crop top.
no, it's not.
Just
Stand
because
up.
you're short and the sweater is long on you doesn't mean it's not a crop top.
You're wearing high-waisted pants.
So it's
It's a
Okay,
cheat
sure.
outfit.
haters.
That's a lie. She wears a crop top every weekend.
What can I say? Nothing, because I do.
So Oscar makes sure to drink water throughout the night. For every drink of alcohol, he has a drink of water. How many drinks of alcohol do you think you have on average when we go out?
Honestly, on average, 2 to 3.
You think you only have 2 to 3?
I know. My tolerance is down the drain because I feel like I get drunk pretty easily and I don't want to get like too crazy. So by the second, I'm already feeling it. By the third, I'm already having a good time. But I don't want to pass a third one. I mean, rarely I do. But I would say 2 to 3. Would you guys not agree?
I feel like you have more than that.
I think on just like a slower night, yeah, you'll have like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
On a wild night, you'll probably have more.
Okay, no, but that's different.
Let's just, for context, this past weekend she had 7.
Okay, but how often does that happen?
Very rarely. You
Very
have not been
True.
Also,
that intoxicated in a while.
I was in menace mode.
That's true.
Demon
And
time.
It was valid.
I had a right to drink 7 drinks.
Oh.
Also,
You feel
I was
like you had a
being
right
very safe. Okay, I have my friend with me. Yes, she was
Yeah.
also drunk.
Yeah.
But we
The
were
friend-
taking care of each other.
The friend was me. I had 6 drinks, so I was a little better off.
Yeah. Don't judge me, Oscar.
not
I've seen
judging.
you get down with it, okay? After like the 10th drink.
How many drinks do you normally have, do you think?
I would say it's between maybe like 4 and 8.
What? That's a big range.
Well,
Yeah.
like it depends on how early and how long we pregame.
Between 1 and 10.
Between 1 and 10 drinks on normal day.
Cause like when we go out, I'll have probably 3 drinks max. So if I had 3 drinks before we left, it's usually like 1 or 2 drinks, so like 5. If I have like 4 drinks before we leave, then maybe I'll get up to 6, 7, 8.
Dang, us talking about how many drinks we drink, like on nights out. Dang.
But the thing is, like, before we go out, I'll be having mostly beer. So like when I go out, it will be either more beer or a well drink.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a liquor that you feel gets you sick the day after?
Tequila.
Tequila. See, I feel like tequila doesn't make me sick.
I don't know. I think I just get hungover very easily.
You do.
Tequila makes me I think, be more chaotic during the night. I don't know if it makes me feel more sick the next day, though.
We used to be big tequila people in college.
Yep, and it still made me sick then.
I don't know. I feel like low-key it kind of cured me.
Actually, well, there
because
was
it has
once-
agave.
What's that got to do with it?
I don't think that's how it works.
I swear. I feel like sometimes I would go out and I would feel like sick, and then the next day I would be fine. And
Like the tequila made you feel better.
the tequila cured me.
The agave.
The agave and the tequila
Yes.
specifically.
Yes.
That's like saying like wine has grape juice.
That's
So
not the
it's
same
drinking fruit.
Yeah.
thing. I'm telling you, it's a thing. I'll Google it later.
Maybe. I mean, okay. The one summer that I did drink a lot of tequila, or maybe it was like the school year. It was the summer of 2016 when I went to Spain, and I was drinking a lot of tequila because it was like the cheapest thing to buy. So I was like, just give me a shot of tequila, and I was drinking that every night. And I don't remember. I didn't get hungovers very often back then, but I also was drinking like 4 days a week.
lot.
Oh man.
So
Alcohólica.
yeah.
Isn't
What is
it-
that one video?
For the it's like a talk show. Have you guys have heard of Laura Bosa or something?
No.
She's this talk show lady. Okay, she is Peruvian, and she had a talk show in Peru. It's kind of one of those talk shows where they make like lower class people look really like trashy.
Mm.
It's one of those shows.
Like Jerry Springer?
Yeah, but like
R.I.P.
for Latinos.
Yeah.
Laura Bosa, that's her name. She's Peruvian and she had a Peruvian talk show. But the Peruvian people hated her so fucking much because she would make Peruvian people look bad
Yeah.
that they booed her off the country. And she went to Mexico. So then her talk show became really popular in Mexico. Where was I going with this?
I asked you what the video was about alcohólica.
And she brought like this person, I guess, who has like a drinking problem, and she makes her stand up and she's like, look at this. This is the face of alcoholism.
Yeah, but say it in how she says
Okay.
it.
She says, párate. Miren acá, enfoquen aquí. Esta es la cara de alcoholismo.
But I'm pretty sure you sent me that video once. You're like, that's you.
And I do it again. It is you.
When you said they booed her out of the country, I just imagine people showed up to her like house and there's like boo, and then she just like gets in the car and drives to the airport, and there's just people along the
I
whole
just
way.
imagine people throwing tomatoes as she's boarding the plane.
There have been like Mexicans that my family has known that they'll tell my parents like, take her back, we don't want her anymore, because she's not a good person. Laura Bosa. I think it's Bosa or Laura Bosa.
You're giving her a lot of, I don't know, attention. Media attention in our podcast. Because, you know, all the...
Don't watch her show, Laura Bosa, on Friday nights.
Well, I personally think you drink more than 3 drinks a night because...
Okay, 4 drinks. Would you agree?
Maybe
4
4,
drinks?
yeah.
Okay, big whoop. Honestly,
You said 2 to 3.
okay, 3 to 4.
4 to 5, maybe.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, you drink at least... I think you drink on average 4. Because I'd say I drink on average 5, and I think I usually have, like, 1 more drink than you do.
No.
No, I can see her having like 3 drinks. Like she'll have 1
Yeah.
at the pregame,
Uh-huh.
then she'll have 1 at the first bar,
Mhm.
and then 1 at the second
Thank
bar.
you, Oscar.
And she'll make that second drink or that last drink last.
Mm-mm.
Oscar just became
No,
my
because
maid of honor.
Oscar's not there when we always buy our drinks together. So I know when she's buying her drinks because we're often like splitting who pays which time. Like we take turns.
I don't know. I'll say 3 to 4 on average.
Okay.
But honestly, it's leaning more towards 3.
No
but okay.
way. Anyways,
Okay.
mine is 5, I would say. I need to cut it back so I stop getting hangovers.
No one's gonna argue on that one. It's definitely 5.
Yeah, but like I try to have like at least 2 at the pregame, and then maybe like 2 when we're out, and that's like on a chill night. But then there'll be nights where there'll be like 3 different people that buy me a drink, and I'm like, again, and I'll be like,
Again?
He's like,
So you don't want us to buy you drinks?
no, it's not that.
We'll stop.
I will stop right now.
I will never buy you a drink again.
I guess it's like I go out and in my head I'm thinking, all right, it's just gonna be a chill night, nothing too crazy. We'll dance and we'll come home. And then I end up drinking 2 more drinks than I was expecting. And then I'm like, yeah, let's be out all night.
The thing is, we never know when it's going to be a crazy night.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've gone out sometimes where I'm like, it's going to be a great night.
And then
like,
it's boob,
and then it's
potatoes,
like, all right.
tomatoes.
Yeah, it's tomatoes, potatoes. But then I've had some nights where I'm like, I really do not want to go out, but whatever.
That was this weekend.
That was this weekend, and I had a blast.
Yeah, it was. And it was me, the one that didn't want to go out, because I just finished like a really busy time at work, and we just finished an audit, and I was like, I'm so tired, like we should just stay in and watch a movie, but
I was in menace mode.
you convinced me to go out. It was good. It was a good time.
It was a good time, but also I always feel like I hear you saying like we should have gone out that one night, and I didn't want to hear that, so I forced us to go out.
So, I just had to stop.
Before
you were...
That's crazy. Go ahead.
Excuse me. I was just like thinking like, it's kind of crazy that, now we can buy our own drinks. But there was a point where you started college and you couldn't get drinks.
Because you weren't 21?
Yes. So, how would you guys get your drinks?
I always got my drinks. I'm confused what your question is.
Before you were 21.
Are we
What?
going to talk about our fake IDs?
Well, I guess so.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I always got my drinks. Otherwise, boys got my drinks.
Okay. Miss Thang over there.
Actually, no. Boys can only get my drinks for, like, the first 2 years because then I made a dumb decision to date someone for the rest of college.
That's true. You were in a long-term relationship.
But
And he didn't drink, right?
he did not drink. And when we went out,
He'd get
did
mad.
not buy me my drinks.
And he'd get mad if you got drunk.
Yeah, and the times I did, like, go out. Oh, my gosh, is this going to stay in the And the times we did go out, and he wasn't with me, he would get mad if I drank.
All right. If you didn't drink, but your significant other did drink, would you buy them drinks?
If I didn't drink,
Yeah.
I would not.
Really?
Okay, then why would you be mad at him for not buying you?
Because he's a boy and I'm a girl, and he should buy me a drink.
No, I think you shouldn't expect him to buy you drinks, but he also shouldn't get mad at you when you do drink.
Also, he's a terrible person.
Do you want us to keep that in?
No, I don't know.
Okay, we'll decide later in editing.
Yeah.
See, because if my significant other did drink and I didn't, I would still buy him drinks. I'd be like, we're at the bar here, get yourself something.
Well, I guess because you're the boy.
Oscar. That's because you're the boy. It
But
would make
honestly,
sense.
I mean, well, this goes back to Oscar not thinking we're going to buy him drinks. We buy, like, you and David drinks sometimes because we're girls, so we can get to the bar easier. Honestly, like, when David goes to buy a drink himself,
I won't see him for the next hour.
He's there for, like, 30 minutes to an hour because no one will look up to him.
But also, the boy gets distracted.
That's
Let's be
true.
honest.
Yeah,
But we
David's
go
not a good
up
example.
and we'll get served within, like, 5-10 minutes.
Oh, I've seen that happen with Marisol so many times.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
She'll just like take a step to the counter and they'll come to her right away.
Yeah, so, like, we're at a better position to get you guys drinks.
Yeah.
But also, sometimes I'm like, oh, Oscar's not getting drinks because he wants to save money. But I want him to have fun, so let me buy him a drink.
But sometimes he will get us drink, and I'm like, that's so nice.
Well, yeah, if I can get to the bar and we haven't gotten drinks in a while, I'll buy everyone drinks.
Yeah. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, I think that's the one time I can make myself assertive is to buy drinks because I'm like I need to get to the bar and they need to see that my card is out and I'm ready to order.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you guys when you were about to order your drink? Like with the people around you?
I think I know what story you're going to say.
Yeah, I know the story I'm going to say. But has anything crazy happened to you guys?
Like, while I'm at the bar, has
Yeah.
anything crazy happened? No. Not that I can think.
I guess I have a story. This happened to me recently. Well, it didn't happen to me. It happened near me. There was this girl, like, next to me. And she was, like... She, like, came really close to me. And she was like, can you order this for me? And I had already ordered my drinks. And I was like, sure. But I wasn't going to. Because, like, one, I think I was really tired. But, as soon as the bartender came and, like, dropped off my drinks, the girl next to me started screaming her order at the bartender. And the bartender gave me, like, my card back and all that stuff. And the bartender, like, got really close to this girl. And she was like, do you have fucking manners? Like, she said some crazy stuff. She was like, I'm not a dog. Don't fucking scream at me like that. Like, get some fucking manners. And the bartender was like, what the fuck do you want? The girl gave her order. The girl got so quiet. But I was like, right on. Like, you don't have to be fucking rude.
And like, you see how chaotic it is for the bartender. Like, there's 20 people that they're trying to serve.
And I'm sure at some point, like, everyone just fucking screaming their order at them, like, gets like, I don't know. I would just lose it too. I've never been one to like scream my order. And, you know, use your please and thank yous, people. And she did not say please or thank you.
I guess I had something similar like that happen to me. Like, I was trying to order drinks, and the bartender goes to like the guy next to me, and he's like with a group of like 4 other people, and so he tries ordering 5 drinks, and she's like trying to get it all down, and then he changes his order like 2 times, and then like says something to her, and she's like, look, if you're gonna be disrespectful, I don't gotta take your order. I got a billion other people here that I'm trying to manage, and I don't need this right now. And she just like did not take his order and just like went to me and then like everyone else around. And then the next time I was at that same bar, that girl came up to me to take my order, and I like placed my order. It was like 5 drinks, and she's like, and I was like, did I forget something? I'm like, thank you. And she's like, please and thank you. I was like, oh, please and thank you.
That's funny. I think it's the same bartender you guys are talking about, just on
the one
different
with
nights.
the glasses.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I've never messed with her because she will eat me alive. But I always like, any bartender, I always make sure to be like, can I please get this?
Yeah.
I'll say she gave you a glow stick, didn't she?
Yeah, she was really nice after I got my order in, because there was like glow sticks. Like, she started like talking, and she's like, yeah, I'm a nurse. Like, I'm busy during the week, and like this is already like, you know, I don't want to be stressed out here, so I appreciate it when people are like, you know, respectful when they place the orders. And she's like, oh, you want a glow stick? And then she like put one in my hair and then like put one around my wrist. I was like, all right, cool.
She was making moves.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's trying to get it.
She was like, she was pouring up a drink, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a double tequila pineapple.
You said please and thank you, and her panties dropped.
Oh my god.
Hopefully Charmaine doesn't listen to this.
She will. But I think Charmaine was with us.
Oh, yeah.
She was there.
Charmaine was probably like, as long as you're getting more drinks, okay.
She's like, that double shot, blah, 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 is going to be for me. You can look, but can't touch. I can keep going.
Oh, my gosh. But that's funny, actually. I have a story now. One time, the bartender yelled at me.
Oh, shit. What the fuck you do?
What did you do?
And it was valid. It was my senior year of college. Me and Emma went out day drinking because we had nothing to do. I think it was like a Friday or Saturday. And we had nothing to do, like, starting at like 2 p.m. So we were like, oh, let's go to like the Short North area, which is where a bunch of bars and restaurants are. Like, we were 21 because it was our senior year. So we were like, let's go to like the nice places and just like day drink and walk around. And we got drunk pretty quickly. And we were at this bar, and I ordered a drink, and I was like very, very intoxicated, probably close to like blacking out. And the bartender didn't put a lime in my drink, so I reached into the jar of limes and pulled one out myself, and it was fine. I put it in my cup fine. And then Emma was like, I want one. So then I reached back in, but I couldn't like get a grip on the limes, so my hand was just like swimming in the bowl of limes, and the bartender saw me, and he like yanked my hand out the jar and was like, don't do that, you need to get out of here. And I was like too drunk to even care that he was yelling at me, and I just like shrugged my shoulders and walked away. But then the next day I was like, dang, that was messed up of me. Like, I shouldn't have done that.
But at least you realize it.
Yeah.
Wait, what bar was it?
Oddfellows.
Oh, you hooligan.
So this made me think, have you ever thrown up at the bar?
Probably.
Have I ever not thrown up at the bar? I'm just kidding. Actually, rarely throw up when I go out. If it happens, it happens spontaneously. Exhibit A.
What? Are you about to throw up?
Recently, like maybe a year or 2 years ago, we for a Ohio State football game. We are no longer in college. Me and Sam went out to pregame. Okay, And this game was like at noon or something. So we were out like pretty early. And we were with, excuse me. We were out with other people. And then, I don't know whose idea was it, but someone said, let's take a tequila shot and bought a round of tequila shots for like all the girls there. I mean, there must have been like, what, 6 or 7 people? More? Too much?
No, I think there
5?
was like 4 of us.
Oh, I was drunk, I
Maybe
guess.
5.
But anyways, like we had already been drinking like for most of the day, and it's something about me and Sam, like we cannot take shots.
Mm-mm.
Like we are one of those people that will take half of the shot and then have to take the other half of the shot.
Yeah, we both just like psych ourselves out
Yeah.
and put a lot of pressure on the shot, and then it just makes me want to gag just thinking about it.
Yeah. And then we're smelling it, so it makes it 10 times worse. So I was like, I'm already like a little bit like drunk by around this time, so I was like, I can do this. I can do all of this in one, like easy. Like, you know, I'm about to do this shit. So I'm like, I'm preparing myself. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this. And I take it, and instantly, I'm about to throw up. So I do the little gag thing, but I run towards the trash can that's like kind of near us, but not really near us.
It was close to us, yeah.
It's close to us. So I'm like preparing myself because I'm about to throw up. And then here comes Sam.
Yeah, I went over there to see if you were okay.
She comes to me to rescue me, to make sure I'm okay. And I'm still like holding in the barf. I'm still like, it's gonna happen. It's coming. Here comes Sam. Comes next to me. Her head is next to me, and she says, "Are you okay?" And as soon as she finishes that sentence, she starts throwing up in the trash can. Aggressively, like fucking exorcist. And so I turned towards her and I was like, "Bitch, are you okay?" So that just kind of distracted me from me throwing up. That I didn't throw up.
Yeah, you started laughing instead.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I didn't even feel like I was gonna throw up. I like thought I was okay, and I was sincerely just checking on you, and it must have been like my body being next to the trash can
it triggered you.
My body was just like, release. But I threw up a lot, like 3 times in the matter of like 30 seconds. And I also attribute it to the fact that I had done a beer bong like an hour before then, and I was full of so much liquid. At the very least, my mom trained us very well to throw up in designated places like a trash can or a toilet or outside. Like if I do throw up, I at least throw up somewhere that it's appropriate. I don't think I've ever thrown up on myself, like in my life.
Yeah, I don't think I've thrown up in like bars either. Like, I don't think I haven't. I don't think I have. I threw up on my way to a bar accidentally. I didn't even realize I threw up. I thought it was a burp and it just came out. But it was like a little bit. Not a lot.
You kept walking. It was fine.
I kept walking.
I've thrown up at the bar once. I was out with a friend for another friend's birthday, and we were drinking a good amount, and when we got to the bar, the friend that I was with, they kept buying him drinks because he knew a good amount of people, but he was the driver, so he didn't want to drink too much. So every time someone bought him a drink, he would give it to me. And at one point, he gave me a shot of whiskey.
Oh, no.
And I didn't know it was whiskey. And I don't really like whiskey. It just has like a strong flavor that I'm not prepared for. So I take this shot of whiskey, and I was like, oh, shoot, that was a big mistake. And like a few seconds later, I just like threw up like on the floor.
Oh my! Your mom did not teach all of you, right?
No, apparently not Oscar.
This is the only time.
Also not Leo.
Also not Leo.
Leo never throws
the
up in an
boys.
appropriate
Your
spot.
mom needs to.
This is the only time I haven't thrown up like in the trash or the toilet. I just like threw up on the floor, and I look over at the bar, and nobody at the bar saw me, and so I'm like to my friend, I'm like, "Yo, Richard, we gotta move." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I just threw up right here. We gotta stand somewhere else." and like part of the bar was like closed. Like they had like tables and chairs stacked, I threw up right by there. So nobody was even standing there. No one was even looking in that direction. So no one knew I even did it. And a little bit did get on my sweater, so I had to take it off and tie it around my waist.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I have a similar story to that too. One time during college, my brother came for an OSU game, and it was him and his 2 other friends. We went to, what's that Mexican restaurant we would always go?
Plaza.
Plaza. We went to Plaza, which is like a Mexican bar. They also serve food, but it was mostly a bar. And he was just buying us like tequila shots. And it was those $2 tequila shots, but it was like multiple.
Yeah.
And I took one and immediately started gag, and I threw up in my mouth, but I wasn't going to just throw up at the bar. So I started walking towards the bathroom, and I did not make it, and I threw up all over like where the bathrooms
like
are.
the entrance.
Yeah, like the entrance of the bathroom. And we had just eaten it. So it was so much food. No one was around me though, so I was like, oh my God, it was so bad. So
you had to leave and act like it didn't happen.
it
like
just
it
so
wasn't you.
happens that like at the same, I was like, there's nothing I can do that. I'm just gonna go back to my scene. And so there was a girl coming. Like, there was, like, a girl coming out of the bathroom, but she didn't see me, so I started walking towards my scene, and one of the workers was there. I was like, hey, someone just threw up there. And he was like, was it one of the white girls? I was like, I think so.
Damn.
I deserve an Oscar.
So was it in front of the girls' restroom or in front of just the restroom?
It was, like, in the middle between, like, the girls' and boys' restroom.
Like
So-
in that hallway.
Yeah.
So everyone would have seen it.
Yeah, and it was a lot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever fully thrown up on the floor of a bar. I always make it somewhere like the toilet. The only time was similar to your story where you said you burped and then a little bit of throw up came out. That happened to me once at the O. R.I.P. the O. It's no longer a bar at OSU, but it used to be my favorite. Anyways, they have an outdoor patio area, and I had drank a lot. Like, I'd been day drinking that day too, and I had drank a lot, and I had like a burp, but a little bit of throw up just came and like spittled out of my
Those
mouth.
are the worst.
And I made direct eye contact with some random girl, and she like saw it happen, and I was like, I'm okay. And then I just walked away, and I found my friends, and I was like, I'm going home, bye. Because I was like, I cannot stay here any longer after I just made eye contact with that girl while I threw up a little bit. But it was like literally just a spittle, so
It happens.
it happens.
It
It
happens.
wasn't a whole pile like yours.
Hot girls throw up too.
Gosh, why are we always talking about gross things or bodily fluids?
Okay, but I'm sure everyone can relate. And I know all your family members can relate because your family members come over here to party. And let's just be honest. They drink a lot, but they don't hold it in.
I was actually looking at a video from the disco party we had last year.
Yeah.
And one of our cousins is like chugging a beer, and then he chugs it too quickly, and he just like spits it all out.
Side.
Mhm.
If we get 50 views on this podcast, we'll release a video.
Yeah, we need at least 50 listens.
At least 50 listens.
And that's to say we're not getting 50 listens an episode right now. But yeah, this is like, what was our episode last week? Was that the noodle place? Or
Arby's.
Arby's. Okay, well, this is probably, wasn't last week when we talked about the house party and the poop?
Yeah.
So this is the third episode in a row where we talk about being drunk and the drunk things that happen. I think this is a sign.
No, this is fine. It's relatable stuff.
Hold on. Hopefully that came on the mic.
A little ASMR Kit Kat break.
What's the next topic?
At what point do you know that you can no longer trust your friend's judgment when drinking?
What?
Like, how do you know when your friend is too drunk that you shouldn't listen to their advice?
Yeah.
Oh, well, for you, Oscar, it's when you're dancing the Rasputin song.
What?
Or when you're trying to, like, challenge someone to a dance.
I don't challenge people to a dance.
It just happens
They
naturally.
challenge me.
They
okay?
just start dancing next to him, so
Yeah.
Oscar got to keep dancing
He
hard.
has to. Challenge accepted. For Sam,
Honestly, I feel like my judgment's always good, even if I'm really drunk. I'm always like lucid. Like I'm a very high functioning drunk person.
Yeah, I've never felt like I shouldn't listen to you when you're drunk.
And I'm also like the mom that I'm like,
Yeah.
don't get into trouble. So if anything, I'm stopping you guys from doing dumb things.
What about me? When do you know like I'm gone? Like
when you're dropping it down.
When you're dropping it low.
Yeah.
No, I know you're gone when you like have your eyes closed every time I look at you or when we take pictures.
And you put your hand.
But
on
I
your
wouldn't say
cheek.
like you give bad
what?
advice.
I put my hand on my cheek.
Isn't that why you like you're like you
on
close
other
your
people's
eyes?
cheeks?
No, on like pictures.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Do. I was thinking the question was more gonna be like, do you have certain friends that you trust their advice and certain friends that you like never listen to their advice or like take it with a grain of salt?
Oh yeah, like even like sober.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely.
That's a tricky question to answer.
Like I have friends where like I know they like
Name
to
'em.
talk, and so I'll just listen, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, you go, buddy, but you're wrong.
Yeah, definitely. Not gonna name anybody, but I definitely have friends that I listen more to versus ones that I'm like, that's your opinion, but I don't agree.
I respect that.
And you can still be friends with those people.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
gotta know, like,
You gotta pick your fights.
You gotta
know where
put it to the
push
side.
their button.
Shove it off your shoulder. Is that what it's called?
sure.
Brush it off.
Brush it off your shoulder.
Just brush it off.
Okay. Well, your topic that you mentioned when we were out to dinner, or, well, I guess it was lunch, you said,
Oh, yeah. What is the best way to tell your friend who has had too many to drink that the person they are talking to or flirting with is not cute at all? Without being, like, obvious.
Well, for guys, it's pretty easy. You just go like, yo, bro, that's a grenade.
That's being obvious, Oscar.
Well, it's not like I'm singing in front of the girl.
Well, he's
You're
with
a
the
grenade, by the way.
have you ever told somebody that?
No.
Okay.
But I've
Okay.
definitely thought it.
So
So
what?
you don't tell
What
them.
have been
You'll just
some
let them-
ways? You can't be too obvious because you don't want to hurt the girl's feelings.
I
You
mean, what I
monster.
would do, like, if you were dancing with some ugly guy,
And that
well,
be
I
happening
probably would let you
sometimes.
do it because I'd be like, let her do what she
Oh
wants.
my gosh!
Okay,
no,
no.
that's
Okay,
a
no.
terrible
Never
friend.
mind. Just kidding. That's not my answer.
Oh my god!
If you were telling me right now you want me to stop you, then I will do that in the future. Not that you've ever danced with ugly guys.
Now that frightens me. I'm like,
No,
damn.
you are very picky with your guys.
I am.
So
That's why I'm gonna end up alone.
you normally, if you're dancing with a guy, it's because he's attractive and you find him attractive. So there's never really been an issue. But if you were dancing with an ugly guy, I guess I would probably just be like, hey, let's go to the bathroom. And then in the bathroom, I'd be like, so what are you thinking? And I'd be like, I just don't think he looks as good as you think he looks.
Yeah.
Something like that. That's still like gentle.
I also feel like I ask a lot. Like, is he cute or am I just drunk?
That's true. You would ask that.
Yeah.
So then I would be like, he's like not that cute.
Yeah. And I would listen to it. Like, if you told me he's not cute, I would be like, okay, on to the next one.
Yeah. And I feel like me and you are actually pretty open about like telling each other if guys are cute or not, because
Yeah.
anytime a guy comes up to me or you, we'll go up to each other and be like, this guy's talking to me. And then one of us will turn to look and be like, ew, or like, okay.
Oh my
We're
God.
very blunt.
Oh my god. And then we're still wondering why we're single. I think I wouldn't even take you to the bathroom.
No, that's what I'm saying. We don't actually do that. If you
Yeah.
were full on dancing with them, then I would take you to the bathroom. But if it's like the guy first comes up to you and then like we turn to each other, we usually just go, ew, or like, don't do it. Like
Yeah,
we say that
yeah.
right away.
I'd be like, Sam, no.
And I'll be like, I'm not planning to. How do I get him away from me?
Oscar would just be like, grenade whistle.
Grenade!
he pulls out a whistle from his pocket. Grenade alert!
Grenade alert. That's so sad. But that would be so funny.
It would be funny.
Do not do that.
No.
No. No, I would feel so embarrassed if like I said something that made someone else feel bad and they like heard me.
Yeah.
Because like they'll either be like, oh, like I can't believe they said it about me, or they would like get mad and be like, "What'd you say?"
Yeah, I wouldn't want any confrontation.
Oh yeah, I'd be so scared.
Would you fight for me?
Ugh, I've never been in a fight in my life.
I know, but let's
And
say
you're not a fighter either.
I'm not a fighter. Let's say that this girl bad mouths you. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I'm like, you bitch.
You're saying that to her?
Yeah, and then she attacks me, so I attack her back. And then her friend comes over.
Oh.
Would you fight that girl?
Probably. I would have to. If you're getting
Right.
jumped, I would at least, like, tackle her. I don't know if I'd be, like, actively swinging, but I would tackle one of the girls away so they couldn't both be hitting you.
I don't know why I picture, like, if we were to get in a fight like that. Like, I picture, like, Jersey Shore. Like, our asses are out.
No, I would never. I would hope we never look like that.
I don't think so. And Oscar or David's mostly with us, like, most of the
Yeah,
time.
every time we go out, the boys are with us. So honestly, do you expect David to do anything? David would just stand
I
there.
would expect him to, like, pull us from whatever is
I
happening.
would expect David to stand there until I turn to him and be like, David, go grab that girl. And then he would go and grab her. But if you don't tell him what to do, I think he would just stand there and watch.
He's not even here to defend himself.
That's true. He's not. We should call him. We miss him on the episode. Let me text him. Oscar, what if one of the girls, one of us was getting in a fight, would you do anything or would you just watch?
And what would you do if you did do something?
Yeah, if one of you were getting jumped, I would definitely jump in.
Start hitting the girl?
I definitely would not start hitting the girl.
Samantha. That's how he
But-
gets arrested.
No, I would hope he just grabs one of the
Yeah,
girls,
like-
either like one of us or the others to pull away.
Yeah,
Like pull
like,
somebody
Like,
away.
like, get in between.
Yeah, like I would try to get in between,
Mm-hmm.
so that you guys aren't like hitting each other directly. If anything, I'd rather have you guys just swinging and they're just hitting me instead of like hitting each other.
Well, I wouldn't hit you. Why would we
I'm
hit
not
you?
saying that you're trying to hit me. It's like
Like,
you're
it would
like,
just be collateral damage.
Yeah.
And then I would hope someone else would jump in to kind of back me up, but you know.
Knock on wood, we never get in a fight.
I don't think we would.
No, we're not fighters.
We're lovers. But honestly, if I got in a fight, it'd be pretty good because I'm pretty strong.
Sure.
Not as strong as Emma, of course. Oh my God, if Emma got in a fight,
No, and Emma has almost gotten in fights when we go out.
I know that's the real scary part.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty strong, not as strong as Emma, but
I'm not strong, but I think I would be scrappy.
I think you'd be like a hair puller,
A scratcher.
a scratcher,
A biter. You just start biting people.
Biting? That's disgusting.
If it
You gotta
gets
do what
them
you gotta
away
do.
from me, you know?
I would definitely pull a hair.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't bite.
Ew,
No,
no,
I would-
everyone's like sweaty.
I would bite at the last resort.
Disgusting.
You're like on the ground and their like thighs are like right in your face. You're not just gonna let out a bite.
What?
Their
No.
thighs.
If anything, I'll pinch like really hard.
That's true. I'm really good at pinching. Watch out. I got these claws on me.
Big beady claws.
I'm wearing Mr. Krabs socks right now.
Oh.
David didn't respond, so
I mean, I texted him like an hour or two ago.
he never responded.
Nope.
Alrighty. What else are we talking about? Why would we be getting in fights?
We're not gonna get in fights. I'm just saying, would you have my back if I got in a fight?
Yeah.
Well, the last thing I had written down, which I don't know if you want to talk about or not.
How young is too young
Yeah. How young is too young?
to
Now
date?
that we're elderly women.
Oh my gosh! Stop it. My ego.
Late 20s. Call me grandma.
Well, I may be 27, but my soul is 21.
21.
Okay, no, that's too young.
I would say
23.
Yeah, my soul is still like 23.
Recently, I met a guy at the bar, and he was 24, and his friend was also 24. So me and Sam just hung out with them. So he was 24, and his friend was 24.
He was a skater boy.
I'm 27, newly 27, April 24, newly 27.
And
Sam
I'm-
is still 26, but I had this thought, how young is too young?
Yeah.
And I don't know, part of me, because I am now 27, I feel like 24 is pretty young. However, he did say he thought I was still in college. But also, he was pretty drunk.
Yeah. Also, I feel like if you're taller, then you come off older.
They were both really tall, too.
Yeah, so it was fine.
Yeah. So, Oscar, let's say you were single.
Okay.
How old are you?
29.
Damn!
Damn.
I'm just
Rude.
kidding.
Do me like that.
I swear to God, I'm kidding. I'm like right next to you. Okay. Let's say you were young. You were young.
You were single.
I am young.
Okay, let's say you were single. What is the youngest age girl that you would date? Is that what you were going to ask?
Yeah.
I think at the bottom, I think 23 would probably be the youngest.
Oh my God, 23.
That's not that bad.
Him being 29.
That's
6 years.
6 years.
I don't know. I guess that's fine.
He didn't say 18.
Yeah.
No, they definitely can't be younger than 21. That would be
like
wild.
18
Okay.
to 21, like you're still a child.
You're a
like,
baby.
So
Yeah.
22, you'd be like, that's weird.
A little, like, because even 23, like there's a lot of immature 23-year-olds, and even like I was immature at 23. Like I still don't feel like you've lived in the real world maybe for a few years if you went to college. Like at 23, you've had 2 years where you could legally drink in the US. But like I guess it would depend on like who the person was, because you can still be 23 and still be like a baby.
So it depends on their level of maturity.
Yeah, because you could be
Valid.
23 and be like pretty mature for your age.
Yeah.
Well, mature, I guess.
Yeah, I get that.
Whereas I feel like 22, 21, 20, like you're not finding very many people that are mature, and even if they are, it's still like a big difference in like lifestyle.
I feel like at 21 or 22, you're still figuring out like who you are. Like it's like I feel like after 21, at least in like our social gender, our culture, like I feel like you turn 21 and like there's a whole new world. So I feel like you in 2 years you can like find out a lot about yourself. But at 23, yeah, I guess it just depends on the person. But I think it's different for boys and girls, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think it's way more socially acceptable for it to be like an older guy and a younger girl.
Yeah. Like I don't absolutely not. I could not date someone who's 23.
No,
No,
definitely
24.
not. Well, it's funny because I've always thought like the most I could date or like talk to is the guy that's 1 year younger than me. So if I'm 26 now, that's 25. And even that makes me feel weird. Like I normally am talking to guys that are like a year older than me at least.
Surprisingly, all the guys I've talked to like in the past like year or so have been like younger than me.
Yeah, you've been a cougar. But I mean, this past weekend we were talking to guys that were 24, so I was like, okay, I guess this is fine.
But also they seem pretty mature.
Sure.
Also, I don't know that much from them, but
Yeah, I mean, we talked to them for like 3 hours. We don't
Yeah.
know them.
Yeah, while you were drunk.
true. But they were cute. I don't know. I guess 24 I would be fine with as long as like you're a pretty mature person.
To date or just to like...
To date,
Okay.
I guess I would have to know more about you to be like okay with it. I don't think I could go below 24.
Yeah, I do feel like it is probably different for guys and girls, because I feel like guys mature slower than girls.
Absolutely.
No.
So you'll have like guys that are 24, 25, but they'll still act like they're 21, 22.
Yeah. Because boys dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that there aren't girls like that, but it's just proportionally, like, if there's probably more mature girls than guys.
Yeah.
Agreed. Now what?
Okay, so what was the youngest you said you would date?
She's like, after this weekend, 24. You just said 24.
Yeah, I mean, I guess 24.
So at what point do you think that would change? Or do you think if
When
you
I
were-
become 28.
so 28
Then
what,
it becomes
25?
Then it
Five.
becomes 25.
So it's only 3 years younger than you.
Yes.
Ugh. But I don't know. Only if like I meet them in a natural way. But like in my dating apps, I'm not gonna put 24
Yeah.
as my bottom age range. My
What's your bottom age range? in your-
25, and then
And what's
when
your
I
top?
turn 27, I'm gonna change my bottom age range to 26.
What's your top?
My top age range,
Mm-hmm.
it's like 35.
You monster. She wants a grandpa.
What's your top
My top, I'm pretty sure it's 30.
thing? So 3 years down, 3 years up.
Yeah.
Mine's higher up because that's the thing. The older the
But-
guys is like not as weird.
But my bottom range on Hinge, which also my Hinge is paused, and it'll be paused for a long time.
You unpaused it on Friday, liked
for
10
like 5
dudes,
minutes.
and then paused it again.
For 5 minutes. But my bottom range is 26. Did I move it to 26?
Yeah,
I
you
think I
changed
did.
it to 26.
So it's 26 to 30. So the pool is very
Small.
small right now.
To be fair, I've not matched with anybody 30 or older. I have them on there, but I usually like swipe
Yeah.
away because they do look old.
Also, that scares me. I'm like, why are you still 30 and on Hinge? I'm like, that's going to be me here soon.
Yeah, I was like, that's gonna be me.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
Like,
looking for love too.
yeah, but like, that's so sad. That's going to be me.
Don't be ageist.
I'm not ageist. I think it's like me, like projecting it. Like that.
Manifesting.
I'm scared that, that I'll be like 30 and on Hinge. No, I think at some point I'm just going to get off Hinge. At some point I'll just be okay being me, myself, and I. And Jesus. No, I'm not a
No.
cat person.
She would still have a baby as a single woman.
This is true. I could easily get a baby. Let's cut that out.
Wait, why?
Go to the
Let's
sperm
cut that
bank.
out. Oh, yeah.
I like to make a withdrawal, please.
No, me and Sam have talked about freezing our eggs.
We just talked about it last episode.
Did we talk about it last episode?
Yeah,
Yes.
we did, and then we talked about breastfeeding.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. And Oscar said he wouldn't eat my placenta.
Not again with the placenta.
I told my family that.
that
I was
Oscar wouldn't eat it.
Yeah.
What?
And they
And
were
what?
like, why would you feed it to other people? I was like, because it has nutrients.
See,
Like, if anything, you're welcome.
Your family's backing me up.
No, I would just not tell you guys.
That it was placenta.
Yeah.
Like I made you some chicken or liver, or whatever you think it tastes more.
Here's some tripe.
Here's some, like, cow heart.
Here's some cow tongue.
Why do we talk about the same thing every single week?
No, go ahead.
We're
Let's change the
unoriginal.
topic.
What level of FOMO do you feel you get when your friends do things without you?
Oh
I
my
get super
gosh.
big FOMO.
Like if it's a scale of 1 to 10, a 10.
Remember the time where you guys went to go get burgers without me? I felt so betrayed. And I was like, I honestly thought through, like, our friendship all together.
Oh my God. Again
like,
with the burgers.
They went to get burgers without me. I live 3 minutes away from you, walking.
David went, and David lives with you.
Yeah, but what? You're expecting David to tell me what's going on?
Well, no, it's because David was hanging out here all day. I don't know where you were at the gym. And you told us you were trying to be healthier.
Yeah, so?
So we didn't invite you. We didn't think. It was also very last minute because Oscar and David are bad planners. And it was like 8:30 p.m. And I walked downstairs and I was like, did you guys just say you're going to get food? And they were like, oh, well, we're thinking about it, but we hadn't decided. And then they were like, well, if we want burgers, this place closes at 9, so we have to go right now. And I was like, okay, let's go. And I put on my shoes and we left. And then we could have gotten you like a burger to go and met up with you.
But you didn't.
But we didn't. And I'm sorry. And you then called all of us, made sure all 3 of us were on the phone, and like cussed us out.
I did. And I'd do it again.
Like, I did feel bad that we didn't invite you. But yeah, I don't think I was thinking about that because of the timing. I'm like, yo, we got to get there now. or we're not
Yeah,
gonna
we
get
were just
anything.
in a hurry.
I still felt betrayed, but I will get over it in the next few years.
The next few years.
We invited you when my brother was here. You didn't want to go.
No, you didn't.
No, we didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
You bitch.
Oh.
Did you go to the same place?
Never
Yeah.
mind. Ignore that I said that.
I know. I told you.
You did
Because
something.
I went to your house to pick up my laptop, and then I said, like, oh, I'm about to go get dinner with Leo and Oscar. We're going to go to Ritzy's. I was like,
that-
actually, it's that burger place that we
That
went to
wasn't
without
that
you.
invitation, Samantha.
It wasn't an invitation, but you also didn't say, like, oh, I would want a burger. You were
I
just
don't know
like,
what I was doing.
I'm going to go to the gym or something dumb.
Okay, Sam.
I forget what you were doing. I think you were already had plans, though.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Which brings me to the next. I'm just kidding. I'm out of topics. It's getting hot up here.
It is getting hot up here. That's how we know it's time to end the podcast.
Goodbye
wrap it up.
Thank you, everybody, for listening.
to another episode of.
Eating good.
Wait, we should all say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Eating good.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Eating Good Pod.
We put out new episodes every Monday.
And we post our food on that Instagram so you can see how delicious it looks.
Yes, sir.
All right, then. See you guys next week.
Adios.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bidi bidi bum bum.
You didn't say arrivederci.
Arrivederci.